Welcome back, everyone. Things are going along nicely there as I consolidate with the territory I have. Starbases are going down there. The culture is continuing to increase with a massive 7.7 influence return from this one homeworld, which is quite significant considering everything else is, aside from my other homeworld, is quite limited. So I'm easily getting double the value from this world already. And it's going to be made apparent really soon as I start to culture flip some of these worlds, which quite frankly, I'm kind of interested in seeing how that works. Other than that, we are starting to clear out everything that's in my space. Swarmers are going to destroy these wannabe, these constructors that are in my turf. I got a bunch of trading in, and I am ready to continue on with the next phase of my conquest. So, I am going to be looking to see about dealing with the Yor at some point soon. Because I think the best idea, or the best way I can go about this is proactively attacking those that hate me, or are on really negative terms with me, rather than waiting until they all decide to gang up on me. So that's probably the main option I have available to me. Although, quite frankly, I probably can just destroy them all anyway, without an issue at all. My pulverizers is just destroying everything, so I'm not too worried. But I will continue on with clearing out these starbases, because it won't be long till my culture pushes into their turf, and then I'm curious to see how exactly the culture flipping works. I am interested in that, if nothing else, because I've seen it on my worlds. Heck, some of my worlds still have that icon for culture flipping for some reason. Colonies and 0% rebellion. And I don't know why it stays like that, but no matter. Oh, and also research just finished, I realized. Let's see. Military manufacturing is done. What's that? That doesn't seem like something I researched. Oh, it doesn't even want to tell me. I know what it is I did research though. Where's the... I just gotta find it here. Can I find it? I think it's under engineering actually. It's progenitor... something to do with progenitor stuff. I got specialization. Is that it? Yeah, cultural benefits. That's what I ended up getting. Although I don't know specifics to that. So I might have to check my... and have access to even more benefits from the relics if I so wish. But in the end, I think we're overdue for some other stuff. I would love to get large-scale construction there. It is slowly coming down to 10 turns. I want to have infrastructure, terraforming I want to do. There's so much stuff I want to do, and I can only pick so much of it. What the hell can I go for? Because there's a lot of stuff. Let's see, was there something here of interest to me? Let's see. Cultural treaty, that might be interesting. What do I go for? Because I already decided I don't need that, because I don't have the resources. Life support specialization. I may actually consider carriers. Damn it, I don't know what to pick. I might as well just cover my eyes and pick one randomly, so... Actually, let me get the support stuff, because I'm going to need that really soon. And come to think of it, what are the Yor, technically, as far as their ships and their weaponry? I am curious. They use rail weaponry, and they have deflectors, so it's a good thing I am transitioning, because my lasers would be really limited. And conveniently, I'm also getting the tech. Oh no, that's shield support systems, I take it back. Thankfully, I can cheat. I can switch over to armor support system and get that ready. And then I can start refitting my wasp there to actually start utilizing those systems. Now what do I want as this station here? I could get culture, sector scanner might be useful, but again I was planning on having another starbase up there. So I'm pretty certain I do not want another scanners there. Upgrade scanners, because that does not hurt at all. And I need more Well, I don't necessarily need more constructors there, but the surveillance is definitely going to help for the time being, because they got a wide area for me to explore. And pretty soon I'll have to start really getting to trade with the Iridians too. I only see one of the worlds though. That's kind of the main problem. If I can scout there further, have a better idea of where the planets are, then I can really consider that. Because, is there any way I can tell how much trade routes I have available to me? I don't think it's going to tell me, is it? Okay, I only have 2 trade licenses, so much for that idea. I really do need to upgrade my research stat, don't I? Oh well, constructors are still building. This can get the culture I need. I do need to seriously consider weaponry, but this one's kind of like the safest of all the constructors or star races, so the one on the far end here and the one I'm going to put here are going to need the defense more, so I'll save that. And other than that, let's start clearing out the mess that we have down here. We got a lot of ships in the way. Culture ring, get some extra culture going, and also upgrade surveillance to keep an eye on the Thalans. And now that I think of it, I will actually propose a peace treaty, finally, with the Thalans. Huh. Let's see. Oh, now they don't want to accept peace, How convenient. Well, it's their loss. It is their loss. I'll let them continue to suffer for the time being. We have another starbase upgrade. What one is this? Oh, this is the one up here. I thought I had moved. Never mind. I'll just have to pass on that. We'll pass because I want to build another starbase up here, so I can get a good coverage of that region. Because I have no idea where your plants are anyway. I do see duranium that I can grab sometime soon though. So that's always a plus. 3 turns until armor systems are done. And there's a pair of Oath Cruisers I need to deal with. Because otherwise this thing's going to get demolished. Yeah, it can move 6 hexes. Why did that move anyway? I just started my turn, damn it. Now that thing's going to die because of that. This is unfortunate. Just the perfect amount of hexes for it too. Stupid things. Anyways, we have Hornets being built. We're going to start assembling them. They will lack the deflectors though, but I am curious to see how they perform. I would love to find out that just going all weaponry and the increased rate of fire will be enough. I would love to think that, but I do need to increase accuracy somehow. That's the one thing I feel needs improvement. Otherwise, these pulverizers, I need them to reform my siege fleet. And moths and everything else. Swarms will cover the rest. Because everything here is pretty good. I'm just overextending a little bit with my beetles at this point. Why can't I move anything? What's going on? Well, that was weird. For some reason it froze on me for a moment. I'm not sure what happened there. It's doing it again. This is really weird. I'm having some issues with this game or that for some reason. Maybe I'll have to check, see if I need to reinstall or something. Hopefully that does not mean I lose any of the save files. That would suck if that was the case. Otherwise it seems to be running now. Don't know what the hell happened. Anyways, I got Hornets to group up. We got ships building. Constructor about to die, sadly. Again, I don't know why he decided to move when I didn't tell it to, but okay. We're doing alright. And actually, I did get the research for influence, so is that improving any? Not that I can see anyway. So I don't know what's going on there. So because I thought I got a research to boost that. I'm not sure. It weirds me out. And I'm just dancing the beetles around needlessly. That was dumb. And I have moths actually to go and take out that one oaf. Because apparently they're still getting resources from the shipyard. Either that or they're just taking ships out from the plant. Or from the shipyard itself maybe. That might be what's going on. No, they're still at 120. Never mind. That was a dumb thought. The sake that they were actually trying to be smart, because otherwise this thing should not be able to build anything with its lack of resources unless it wants to suffer a massive penalty. Okay, am I actually okay with those number hornets? I got more on the way, so I'll leave that be. And we'll continue on. Actually, since I have all that extra mass now, let's throw an extra constructor on here. Let's really get crazy with these construction ships. I don't think I'll need life support on them as much. That's something I'll need to consider. Well, let's throw one more construction module on here. And then see how that works. We don't need to do anything fancy. Just click it in, move it in, then make sure it never is noticed. Completely unnoticeable. That's really all it is to it. And I'm good on mass, so I don't think unless I want to do something really ridiculous and try and attempt to throw 4 on there, I'll stick with 3 for now. Because these things are 23 cost, so we'll just slowly build up towards 4 modules. Either way, this will be a better improvement. Oh, and I probably should build them too. That might be a good idea. Because if anything, that will help speed things up even further as far as upgrading star bases. So, anything to help speed that along is nice. And this is Tracy. This is way down south. And actually, I don't think I need any star bases down here. Other than just to get rid of these star bases finally. So what can I use Tracy for? I can have it build its own pulverizers. Since I've been neglecting those 2 star bases so long, I might as well have 2 down here. I just need to change the rally point. No rally point, we'll just leave it there for now. That way I know I have 2 pulverizers nearby, and then they can reinforce with everything else soon enough. And I'll need some more swarmers up here. Actually, I'll send that over here to form up with that group. Because it is a bit of a weak group, isn't it? What else needs moving? Oh, more Hornets. Yes, please, I'll happily take your Hornets. So we can finally put them to the test. Although, really, the main test will probably be on the Thalans, maybe. Because they're the ships with the long range. And the nerve of them. I knew this was going to happen. Because I would have second guessed about moving there, but I don't know why the AI decided to do it for me. That I can't quite answer, and I can't quite catch it either. So you know what? This might be a good opportunity for my Hornets. They just gotta get up here already. Have enough of them to try it out. Or if I'm feeling really bold, nah, they have the armor already, so I need more if I'm gonna do that relatively safely. So never mind that idea. Unless they get close, then I'll throw my Hornets over to take care of them. It's a good thing I'm building them now, though. Ultimately, though, I would love to have the majority of my fleet be an all-rounder type of fleet. Kind of like my pulverizers are, but the problem is everything would then feel like my pulverizer. And it would be a bit weird having lasers, railguns, and missiles on all my ships too, isn't it? A little bit. But I'll have to think of that when I get the larger ships, because definitely the larger ships should be flexible, because I'm only going to have a few of them. So it should be very capable and not really have a liability like railguns and then being countered relatively easily by a bunch of oafs. Because apparently the Thalans don't want to build anything else. Now, upgrades are done. We have the plant fall. What do I want to get rid of, though? Is there anything I want to get rid of? I have 37 approval versus 33, so I can almost get rid of one of these entertainment centers. If I want to do that. Is that what I want to do, though? And if so, what do I replace it with? Because yeah, amusement part does essentially the same thing. Only it take up the hex too, so that's not the best idea. And it even looks the exact same as the Gaia Vortex, which is amusing. Don't know why that is. So what can I replace this with? There's insult to injury right there. Just throw an embassy down on a captured capital world from another race. How amusing would that be? I don't know what I want to get. I just know I don't need this approval. So let me just capitalize on my research maybe. I still haven't put this archive to use, did I? Mainly because I haven't utilized my terraforming, or even got the research to get that terraforming. This fabricator might be good. Not the most ideal spot. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have the research laboratory there and then put that with the fabricator. What does it boost, though? Manufacturing, research, and population. So it'll boost this. It'll boost the hive even further, but it won't really boost anything else, unfortunately. But boosting raw production is still worth it. So upgrade that, then get rid of that research center once that finishes. At least to get a little more optimization, and the wasps are starting to get built. Although I just realized I probably don't want these to be like a support ship, because I'm starting to realize they don't actually do anything in the fights. So that's kind of 5 wasted laser damage, which I don't really want. It's kind of like really only getting it for like the area effect, which then justifies having them as smaller ships than anything else really. Oh, did I start moving these horses? That was not what I had in mind. Interesting. Oh well, we'll see what happens. I'm willing to give them a try. I have faith in them. They're gonna be a bit of an underdog though, if I were to fight. So I need to be careful there. Alright, let's figure out where the hell these ships are coming from. Because I seriously doubt they're ejecting them from that shipyard. So where the hell are they getting these sponsors from? Damn cheaters. That is not fair. No matter what I do, the Thalans find a new way to cheat. Cheat the system, no less. And it's infuriating. And I could pass on this because I don't need the upgrades. Like the plan is before, I want to get in our starbase up there. Ideally. Then I'll worry about upgrading that if necessary. So I did say that for that to pass, because I don't need that. We have the swarmers, they're gonna wait. Okay, that's dying. I'm just watching. Let's see. I'm waiting for it. Where? Let's see this damn ship of theirs. I'm watching. Are they not going to do anything now that I have my eyes on? Oh, okay, I see what's going on. They actually are ejecting, or did. Perhaps it's time for an open borders treaty, huh? Interesting. So that was kind of a threat, I guess. Well, huh. They're building ships at first, and then they immediately, oh, they're rushing them. Okay, that makes a little more sense. It's still a dumb idea. Or are they rushing them? I only see a rush there. The trust clearly was not rushed. That's all I'm gonna say. What's a formulator? That's supposed to be a construction ship, isn't it? I'm almost certain that's a construction ship. I just have no way to be certain right now. Anyways, continue clearing them out. Let's see, the swarmers. Swarmers didn't lose anything. Perfect. Even without a wasp to help them out. And pretty soon I'm gonna threaten the culture flip their worlds. Won't be long now. Again, I'm just curious to see how that will work. But most importantly, I'm curious to see how these ships handle. I want to see them destroy... Huh, what happened? I thought I had 2 constructors here. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I know I could attack that, but I don't want to do that. And thankfully, the construction ship's safe. I just gotta make sure there's nothing up here. And how fast can I go? Only 3, so I'm good. It's a good thing I found out about that, well, reminded myself of that starbase anyway, because I'm pretty sure I saw that before. I just completely forgot about it. But otherwise, nothing to do here. Armor system's done, so I can start that transition relatively soon. And I need to get those terraforming finally, so I can improve everything. And we are coming along nicely here, and I think I'm done. Only exception is I still probably want to get rid of this uranium refinery. Is that ideal though? No, not really, because I'm using it for wealth. The fabricator doesn't really help with that. So maybe I'll just get another preparedness center then. That'll help. It doesn't really help with approval that much, but then again I don't have anything with approval. Oh, that's something I need to seriously consider, isn't it? Maybe when I get access to terraforming slot. Oh, was I planning on having terraform up here? I think that's what it was, because it just finished the approval. Oh well, I'll get the preparedness center. I still got time before I really start to get penalized for that approval. So I can still correct this some, if only a little bit. And now I'm just gonna wait to see how much these Thalans decide to abuse their power potential. Because they do like to make it difficult for me to try and siege that shipyard of theirs. Not unless I want to lose a lot of ships. Because since they have a massive number advantage, I think it's safe to say I will get murdered. As much as I hate to admit it. I remember my experience when I tried to siege Mackenzie there. The first world I tried to take from him. And it did not go well for a good while. Oh, and we get ourselves a free trust. Thank you kindly. Did that actually get rid of one of their fleet ships there? Because I know they were building a formulator, whatever that is. Oh. Apparently they got more logistics. They're at 120 again. It makes no sense, because... Wow. Constructor is 5 logistics. Okay, that explains a bit. At first I thought they were still cheating, which is weird. Still, my options are pretty limited on what I can do. So, preparedness center is already done. Wow. That was only like a turn. It said 2 turns to build. Apparently not. And then the obvious addition is to put an entertainment center there. And I'll need an amusement park at some point to help with the high amount of population I'm going to have. And also, I've been neglecting, what is it? Gallifrey 1. I've been neglecting, so I need to make sure that's doing well. Approval is fine. Its food is all, it's about, yeah, I'm just about at the point where I'm going to start getting penalized for approval. Thankfully I have a terraforming slot getting built, so I should be coming along nicely. Also, ideology, how are we doing on that? How close? 3 more points. And then all the duranium that I have is about to double. And I can use that for even more trading. Which is a fun thought. Until I'm ready to start using it. And damn it, I see those oaths. All I want to do was just test my Hornets against them, and they're not letting me do that. Playing hard to get. Go figure. And we have 2 trusts here, which I can't deal with, but I can easily garrison the starbase. How close do I want to put it? The answer is probably put as close as I can. So let's build here. Perfect. Get the perimeter scanner. I'm still not going to try for a military ring. I'm going to try my best to avoid that if at all possible. And just destroy these poor little trusts. Oh, actually, let me destroy a starbase too. Because why not? I got the little range for it now, so I can easily target them. Can I destroy that starbase though? It's well garrisoned, isn't it? Yeah, 12 ships. So it's just as bad as trying to attack a planet, unfortunately. Oh, the poor Thalans are starting to get culture flipped more by the Yor, which is unfortunate. I need to fix that. Although, if the graph's any indication, yeah, the Yor are quite small compared to mine, so that's going to change fairly soon. I'm confident of that. I just want to test out. Let's see, this is Mackenzie, so more constructors, because why the hell not? Because I'm already building enough ships there, and I want to test these things out before I give them mass production. And I don't want to end this recording until I actually test them out either, too, so come on. Stop running away from me, you stupid oafs. That's all I want. Oh, and this thing can move? Is it going to get murdered? Nope, it's safe by 1 hex. Perfect. Perfect. And of course I've been neglecting everything down below, so I gotta be careful of that too. But otherwise, my territory is expanding tremendously. And now we have an opportunity to attack the Thalans. Perfect. Alright. They're gonna be a bit of an underdog. I don't expect them to win. But they have 50% rate of fire. So let's see if I am an idiot for trying to do this when underpowered. Can I at least throw one more in there? No, I can't. This is going to go badly, but I want to have faith in them. I put a lot of effort into building them. Let's see if it pays off. Especially since they are completely outclassed. This is almost like Siege of Mackenzie again. Wow. Don't ask me what the hell happened there, because it said I had 0 units up on top. And I even took 336 damage, so I can't explain what the hell happened there. Somehow, I won. And I don't know why. I'm just as baffled as probably everyone else. So does this mean this was a successful field test? I don't know. I don't quite understand it myself. Although, the fact that those things were missing like crazy kind of is still an annoyance, so I am seriously going to have to look into ways to improve the accuracy. I'm baffled by it, but a success is still a success.